What's going on, guys? It's Dasherink back at it again with another video, and we're doing something kind of different today. We're actually going to be making a tier list of video game companies, and yeah, we're just going to get into it. Okay, so there's a few of these I'm not sure about, but I guess we will start off with, and I'm just going to go kind of in a random order. Why don't we start off with Studio MDHR. Now, Studio MDHR made Cuphead, and they haven't really done anything else outside of that. They've just kind of like made Cuphead, and they're a pretty new studio. But since Cuphead is one of the best indie games of this decade, it's an A or an A plus. It's an A or an A plus. You know what? I'm a YOLO. We're gonna put him at A for now. We'll see how I feel. This is very subject to change. Yeah, moving on. Let's see here. We got some good ones. Let's start from the top here. Let's go with Bungie. Bungie, not as good as they used to be. They made Destiny. Destiny, of course, great game. Or at least pretty good. I mean, there's been a lot of microtransaction problems. They're not as good as they used to be, of course, with Halo. At this point, because of their kind of scummy practices with microtransactions, I'd probably put them at a B. They make actually pretty good games. I personally never really got into Destiny. I played it, didn't really get into it. But I am well aware of their business practices. So they make pretty good games, but yeah, they're not going to cut it into the A's or an S. Now, Nintendo. We're starting off kind of tough here. Nintendo, man. That's an S or an A plus. We got to go S. The only reason why I would ever go with A plus is just because of, some of their stuff where they like overprice some games. Not all of their games are that great to begin with. But honestly, when it comes to just making games, Nintendo pulls out on top. So we're gonna go with Nintendo at S. Yeah, that's for sure. Nintendo belongs in S. Sonic Team. Okay, Sonic Team has honestly not made a good Sonic game since Sonic Generations. So yeah, they're either a B or a C, but I'm going with C, honestly. I think they're gonna make a new good Sonic game when it's announced this year. I'm pretty confident. This will probably change, I'm guessing, if they make a good Sonic game. But Sonic Forces was mediocre. Sonic Lost World, I'm not a fan. Sonic Boom wasn't really Sonic Team, but you get the idea. Not a great recent history. Okay, let's see. Let's go with Konami. Konami. The problem with Konami is that they're barely a video game studio at this point. All they really do at this point is I know they've like really gone into like arcade. I think they even started gacha machines in Japan. They kicked out Hideo Kojima. Not cool. And I know for a fact that's not a great place to work. They don't make even that great of games to begin with at this point, especially with, how Metal Gear Solid's been recently. So, man, I gotta put them in B. They're great, but they got some problems. They've made some fantastic games, and they will, but, they're having some problems right now. And that could go down with more time. Let's see here. Rockstar Games. Yeah, that's an S. That I don't even barely have to say anything. Rockstar almost always makes amazing quality titles. Red Dead Redemption 2 is probably one of my favorite games of the decade of the 2010s. So, yeah, Rockstar just belongs in S. One of my favorite games of all time. Yeah, it's just fantastic. Retro Studios. Now, this is kind of a tricky one because they made Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. And they made a lot of the Donkey Kong games. And those games are really good. But they haven't done a whole lot outside of that. I definitely like Retro a lot. And they definitely go for really great games. They haven't made anything in a long time. They're an A+. Whenever they do make a game, it's usually very good. So we're going to go with A+. Wish they would actually, make games. Hopefully Metroid Prime 4 will come out soon. But we'll see. Bioware. Ah, man. Okay. Yeah, that's an A. That's an A. Pretty good. They're not stunning or anything. They've had some blunders before. I mean, Valve doesn't make video games anymore, but they have Steam. I'm going S. I have to go S. That is a lower tier S, but that's an S nonetheless, because Steam kind of makes up for some of the things that they do. Like TF2 still going strong. They don't make a whole lot of video games anymore, which is why they're kind of shady. But they're definitely an S tier company. Sega. Oh wait, no, wrong one. Sega. Okay, Sega. Ooh. A part of me really wants to put it in C. But a part of me really wants to put it in C, where it is right now, but I feel like that's a little wrong. But is it? They don't make that good of games. Oh, man. Yeah, we're going. Leave it at C. Could go up to B, but they are not that great anymore. Unless you like Project Diva Mix. Anyone remember that? That's about all they're known for that I remember recently. Activision, they don't usually make the best Call of Duty games, but and as a publisher, I mean, they have good stuff. They have some pretty good stuff. I would probably put them at. Ooh. I can't put them with these two. I can't. That's a B. If there was something between B and C, Activision would probably go there. And honestly, Konami goes to C. I don't like Konami. Just change of heart. What can I say? Bethesda, that's an A+. They make great games. They definitely make more games in retro, so they have some more blunders, but they definitely make some really, really good games. And I'm excited to see what they do next. They just make some amazing titles. Now I feel like it's a great time to go to where ID is. Yeah, this is where ID is. Kind of including that in Bethesda, to be honest with you. We're going to put them back up at A+. I mean, you have Rage, you got Quake, you got Doom. They make some great titles. Preferably Doom, really. Let's be honest here. But yeah, they're definitely an A+ studio. Blizzard Entertainment. Ah, man, I do. Overwatch is. You know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna make a new tier. Can't do it. Not C, but not D. Wait. There we go. Blizzard goes there. Don't like them. Overwatch is. I guess I'd say like the best game that they have that I would like is definitely Overwatch. I've played it a few times. It's pretty good. I am not by any means an expert on all of these companies, guys. This is from what I know. And although I know many of these companies, I've played many of their games, I'm not as equally as an expert in every single company. But from what I can tell, Blizzard, they make some card games. The whole China business, that was just right through the mud. They're not that great of a company. I don't think they're the worst thing ever, because, they did make Overwatch, which is a fantastic game. and really big hitter in the esports scene. So I do give credit where credit is due. Capcom, hey, Mega Man, am I right? They're B. They're B tier. They're not great. They don't really have a whole lot of big hitters, it feels like nowadays, but they're definitely doing well. When's the next Mega Man game? That's my main concern with Capcom. And remember, guys, that this is my tier list. You can make your own. You can comment down below. And I haven't covered every video game studio out there, so there will, if you guys want it, and there will be a part 2. Rareware. We're just gonna go with Rare. If we were talking about their past, they would be. But nowadays, they're A. I did not like Sea of Thieves. Their new Rare game doesn't look that good with the whole like spell environments and stuff. It doesn't look that great. But I do know that Sea of Thieves is a cool game, and I played it before. I've enjoyed it. I've had some good times with it with my friends. But to be honest with you, it's nothing up here. It's nothing up here. Epic Games. I like Epic Games quite a lot. Whether you love it or hate it, Fortnite was a great game, very high quality. The Epic Games Store, they release free games all the time. They are in between S and A, and I'm gonna put it in order of priority for this. We're gonna put Epic Games right here. They're almost S. They need to get a little bit more. You know what? No, we're going S. They got Unreal Engine. They got Epic Games Store. They release free games there all the time. They got Fortnite. They got plenty of great games there. Definitely an S tier game, game studio and company, but they are a little on the lower end for sure. I would say that these two are like high tier. Valve is like mid. Epic Games is kind of low. Just because Epic Games, I just feel like just needs to spread its wings a bit more. They're not as storied as some of these other companies. Square Enix. I don't like Square Enix that much. I don't like their RPGs. They're very anime focused. Don't really like their stuff. I do know they make good stuff quite often, but I'm not a big fan. In terms of quality, they would probably be up in A+, but we're just gonna put them in A. Sorry, not B. They're better than that. I know that for sure. Infinity Ward. Infinity Ward does a good job with Call of Duty. Yeah, they're in A. Yeah, they do a good job with Call of Duty. Honestly, Treyarch is, I think, a little bit better. Just its history, just better. I mean, I might be a little biased there. I think World at War is, one of the greatest shooters of all time. Despite the fact that it's Call of Duty, it's just a fantastic game. Some really great campaign in there. Great game. And speak of the devil, we'll put them in. They're in between this right now, but we're going to put them in rank of priority. They belong like here. They're on there. They're definitely better than Infinity Ward. Yeah, that's for sure. Konami. Konami's twice, basically. So we're just going to put you right there. Bandai Namco. They're like a B tier. They helped work on Smash. Pac-Man, obviously. But honestly, in terms of a game studio now, it's a lot of anime, RPG stuff. I think they've even dabbled into some mobile games. Don't quote me on it, but I think they have. And they're definitely kind of microtransaction-y, from what I could tell, just from an outsider. I'm not sure if that's 100% positive statement, but they're definitely like B tier. They're really good though, and if you're into that stuff. Game Freak. Game Freak's an A. You know what? They're better than Treyarch. Yeah, that's for sure. Game Freak. They make the okay, like Pokemon. I mean, really. Sword and Shield, in my opinion, is pretty good. It's pretty good. It's not great. I mean, come on, guys. The tree from Pokemon Sword and Shield. That's just ridiculous. But Game Freak's pretty good. Pokemon Snap and the brand new looking Pokemon games look amazing, and I'm so excited. So they probably belong in A+, especially with their history. But at the moment, with their mobile games that came out and Sword and Shield being kind of okay-ish, right now they're just an A. But they are definitely more than capable of being an A+ game company. PlayStation. Here's where it gets tricky. When you have these these companies that make actual video game consoles. Because you kind of got to look at it, you got to zoom out the lens a lot to really look at them as a company. I'm going to do Ubisoft first, just because it's easier. Yeah, Ubisoft, they're like an A, right? Yeah, they're okay. A+. They're an A+. They're not necessarily, they're probably better than ID. Watch Dogs ain't half bad. Rainbow Six Siege is a great game. I mean, I like Rayman a good bit too. So yeah, they're an A+ company. Okay, back to PlayStation. PlayStation is probably an S lower tier, so they're kind of like with Epic Games here. The reason why that is that this generation, I have my own thoughts about this. But I think it's going to be a 360 and PS3 situation where PlayStation gets a big ego, stops making games, just kind of screws around, doesn't really do anything, and Xbox really starts to kick it into high gear, especially with the acquisition of Bethesda here. And to be honest with you, although PlayStation has a great past and they have some great games, they have a great history. I don't think they're on Nintendo or Rockstar. I don't think they really push for that. Really have that quality as much. As such a big company, of course, they've had plenty of blunders, but they are a great company and they do belong in S, although I would put them behind these three, as they are definitely way more focused on quality, I think. Xbox is, they're S. They're like at PlayStation. They have plenty of their own problems too, but they have amazing games as well as PlayStation. When they actually do make them. When they make them, they're pretty good. Especially when they have all those indie titles, and Game Pass is amazing. So yeah, they're at PlayStation's level. So yeah, I put them there. Let's see here, Insomniac. Insomniac is an A+. They don't have Insomniac doesn't have a crazy great past. But with the Spider-Man games, they have done a great job on those. Definitely an A+ worthy. Respawn Entertainment. Oh, wow, this is actually pretty. It's actually pretty easy. These past few ones have been all right. They're gonna go in A. Respawn's gonna go in A because they have Titanfall. They have Apex Legends. They're a good company. But to be honest, I just don't think they're on this level. They're just not there yet. Okay, guys, that's all I have for these companies. I don't know a whole lot about these. I do know that plenty of these are actually just anime focused related game titles and that kind of thing. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and if you guys really enjoy this video, I'll make a part 2. I'll do more tier lists of these games, and I am pleasantly surprised that we did not have any D. I thought we would. But when I really got down to it in the moment, I was pretty honest with myself, and I really think that this is where a lot of these game companies are at. So yeah, if you guys want to see a part 2, comment down below, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you next time.